Namaste to all masters. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. And yes, thank you for joining us all across the globe. Thank you so much, masters. And yes, we are in day three today. And as the topic we know, it's reinvent yourself. It's itself is a describing topic. And yeah, this topic is going to take us on a journey of transformation. And this transformation we can see each and every day. So please be ready yourself. Keep practicing what Pari ma'am and all other masters are going to share on this platform. Keep practicing and please keep note down all your experiences so that we can see ourselves the day one, what, where, and how we were standing over, and on day 21, where we are. How many doubts we have cleared out, and how was our experiences and everything. So we are going to start our music meditation, which is a guided meditation by Pari ma'am. And after that, she will be going to do wisdom sharing with us on the topic of music importance in the meditation. So I think if we have someone new in our session, so just before we start, I would like to introduce how this technique is being followed. We are just clasping our hands like this, very gently, no force, nothing. You can keep your thumbs combined like this way on the top, or you can just leave it like this way. And if you are sitting on the floor, you can just cross your legs on the couch or on the bed. If you are sitting somewhere else, just put your legs one on the top of other so that there should be a closed circuit again. And we are just going to remove our spectacles for now because this is our inner journey. We don't need it. And yes, can have a sip of water before we are starting our meditation. Just find a very calm and cool place where nobody is going to disturb you for another 30 minutes. Yes, we are Sarvoj. Are you ready with the music? So, masters?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So, please take your position. Be in a comfortable position. Keep straight. Keep in Sukhasana. Close your eyes. Just be with your breath. Sarvoj, there is no volume. We
Floor,
cannot hear.
find a comfortable position with legs crossed.
It's all good.
Let's begin by finding a comfortable position. You may sit in a chair or move to the floor. If you choose to remain in your chair, please cross your legs. On the floor, find a comfortable position with legs crossed. If you're wearing glasses, please remove them. Sit up straight, clasp your hands, and close your eyes. The form of meditation we are doing today was first taught thousands of years ago by the Buddha. It is called Anapanasati or breath meditation. Ana means in breath, Apana means out breath, and Sati means to be with. So today, we'll stay present with the in breath and the out breath. Let's breathe gently, evenly, and steadily. In and out through the nose. No force, just easy, normal breathing. Inhale, exhale. We are not with our thoughts, we are only with our breath. Remember, we cannot be with both at the same time. Just staying with our breath. Our intention today is to remain aware of the breath. For each time we remain for the full length of the meditation, and each time we successfully remember to come back to the breath, we establish a new pathway in the mind. And when we see ourselves being successful, even if for a brief moment, a single return to breath awareness, we further ingrain this new pathway. And the body and mind learn that we indeed can focus, be still, and stay present. with your breath. Inhale and exhale. So when thoughts arise, and they will, we turn from chasing these thoughts and we return to our breath instead. And we do this again and again and again, as many times as we need to. No focus, no concentration, no chanting. Simply observing your breath. By remaining with breath, away from the thoughts, we enter a new state of mind. The mind becomes empty of thoughts and tunes into the immense cosmic energy. This is the source of all energy. This energy is the medicine which will heal your body and mind. By remaining with breath, we learn to move past the conscious, analytical mind into the subconscious mind, where the heart feels at home, grateful and free. With each breath, you relax even more. Shift your awareness from the world around you to the world inside you. Let the awareness of your breath help guide the mind inward. Inward to the infinite energy within. In this one moment, nothing else exists but your breath. Remain present with your breath. Easy, natural, relaxed, quiet breath. Each time you find your thoughts have once again taken you away from the breath, gently come back, move inward again. No force. Let the breath guide you in. Follow your breath. As you inhale, it takes you to this inner space of energy. And with every breath out, that infinite space inside connects with the world around you again. With each breath, you completely let go and relax. There is nothing to do right now, nowhere to be, other than right here, right now. Observing the breath. Move from cognition and analysis towards intuition, a more open awareness. Still aware of your breath. Notice how your breath feels as it moves in and out through your nose. How does breath feel as it moves down through your throat, into your lungs, and deep into your belly? Your mind might settle on a particular detail or an overall general awareness of breath. Let it expand. For example, notice the overall movement of breath through the body, the rise and fall of the shoulders, the chest, belly. Stay present with the sensation of breath, allowing the breath itself to be your anchor to this present moment. And if you notice the mind has wandered, simply return to the breath. Natural, easy, steady breath. Completely drop your identity, your personality, self, your ego. Whether you're male or female, whatever title you hold, just simply dropping and connect instead to the magic of breath, becoming pure consciousness. Become the energy of the breath itself. Observe what the breath has to teach you. No longer self-conscious about where you are, what you're doing. Letting go of all expectations. Let go of doing and let yourself simply be in this moment. Withdraw your attention from people, places, time, and events. Just remain present with in-breath and out-breath. Let yourself relax back into this generous, abundant, infinite present moment. Each time you find yourself returning to the known, predictable people, places, and things around you, including the self, let yourself drop back to the unknown. Let yourself drop back into the infinite energy within. By becoming one again with each breath in and each breath out. The breath will guide you inward, away from the world around you, and into a new world within. You are not your job title, your identity, your thoughts, or your emotions. You are this infinite energy within, with infinite possibilities. You are the depth and infinite spacious within. So let yourself go deeper towards this inner wisdom. And let your breath guide you in. Let not a single breath go by without noticing it, without observing. It's time to become nobody. Becoming one with the energy of your breath. Let go of the narrator, the part of your mind saying, now I'm breathing in, now I'm breathing out. Be the breath itself, not the entity observing it. Become awareness itself. Become the infinite field of potential. Invest all your energy in the unknown. Linger here, exploring the breath. Remaining free of expectations, free from judgment. Allow yourself to surrender into the depths of the unknown. Fully immersed in the experience of breath. Drop into this experience here in the present moment. The experience of breathing in and breathing out. When you allow yourself to become nothing, to become one with this infinite moment, you open up to infinite potential. You become everything. And then, wherever the mind is now, I invite you to come back to this present moment awareness with your next breath. Last 1 minute. Last 30 seconds. With your next breath, I invite you to slowly bring your hands together and place them on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly remove your hands and gently open your eyes. And bring your awareness back to the space around you, back to your body. Namaste. Thank you for this meditation and welcome to the new you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Again, a big clap to the meditation, completing the day 3 of 21-day meditation. And welcome to everyone back to this session. Today, without any delay, we'll begin the session. And any experience sharing or questions, we will take it at the end. Today, we're going to talk about the music, understand music a little bit in depth, and why music and meditation are absolutely going together, and also understand how the words affect us and why no chantings in meditation. So let's begin, guys. I am going to share my screen as always. Please give me 1 second. Okay, I hope all are doing great today. Monday has started. Okay. Okay. Music meditation. All right. So we are in music meditation. Let's begin. Again, if you have any questions, make sure you write them down. So we can, you don't forget them by the end. So every time we are going to begin with a quote. And today the quote is, music is meant for meditation, and that is the prime purpose of music. Firstly, music is for meditation. Then secondarily, music is for musical enjoyment, by Patri ji. So what he says is music is meant for meditation. Now, but contrary to that, so far we've always been, music is for enjoyment. We listen to music, we dance to music. So how is music for meditation, and what does that mean? We'll understand that. And also, before we go, by the way, guys, all these classes, there will be a little bit of history, physics and chemistry as well. But don't worry, I'll try to make it as simple as possible. Don't worry, this is a meditation class. You're not in the wrong class, but it is also important to understand a little bit of background so we can learn more. We can understand better what we are doing. So going back to the history, this is Pythagoras of Samos. You must have learned Pythagoras theorem. We all have learned it in schools. So he's a Greek philosopher and mathematician from 580 to 496 BC, before Christ. Did you also know that he was known as the father of music therapy? Okay, this is way before Christ happened. He was very much interested in the music of spheres of the universe, actually. So he was also he was studying astronomy as well. It was said that his guru, his teacher, was Plato from Egypt. And he conceived this universe as a vast musical instrument. He said that the planets itself, the stars itself, as they moved, they play the music. So it was very interesting that he was with as he was the philosopher, mathematician, he was also researcher, and he was very, very much interested in the concept of music as therapy, as healing device. So he in fact inspired a lot of people afterwards to explore music as therapy. And I believe there is also a school created by him. There was a school created by him to learn how music can be used as therapy. Now, this picture you're seeing, I always say that it's very interesting because he's holding a pyramid in his hand, and I don't know why. It was just interesting that this picture was there on the web, and so I picked it up. You see the picture on the wall of the pyramid, and he's holding a pyramid, and we don't know why he is. We don't have information on that. But I'm sure if we read more, if we get more scriptures, we'll understand. So this is where now in the music as therapy has started in 580. But I'm sure this is not the only place where it has originated. I'm sure there has been in multiple civilization, different ways this has been originated. Okay. Let's see if you can hear hear this. If the music can, let me know if you can hear the music. Can you hear? No? Okay, I'm going to share again. With sound. Okay. I'll just do stop share. Hang on 1 second. Can you hear now? Okay. So let's hear this. Be very attentive and hear to the whole video, okay? And I will ask questions after. Oops. Okay. So anyone can tell me how did you feel and what was the difference? Yes, Shivani.
Ma'am, earlier I felt the pictures were all the same with two different type of music. The earlier one was like everything is kiosk around you because of the kind of music, even though the pictures and everything is same. But with the second half, because of music, it is like as if someone is enjoying the drive and the surroundings. This is how I felt. And it
And
is
did you
just
feel
everything is same is just because of the music, the change in music, it made the difference.
Right. Wonderful. Thank you, Shivani.
Thank you.
Yes, Presna, please unmute.
The first one is like fearful. Even with the music, everything seems horrific. And the second video, it's pleasant. We feel pleasant.
How did you feel within your body with both?
First one, I felt I got fear in my mind, and the second music, I felt pleasant.
How did you notice your breath?
No, ma'am, didn't observe. Sorry.
Didn't notice. Okay. Okay, no problem. Yes, Pinky, please unmute.
Namaste, ma'am. I had a very rough day today at work. So when I heard the earlier one, I was literally feeling all that moments what I had gone through today. But and the second, when I was hearing that soft music, automatically my mind was saying, it's okay. It's going to be okay. Tomorrow it will go smooth.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Thank you, Pinky. And I'm sure your tomorrow will go smooth.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, Kanchan.
With the first part of the video, it was giving the kind of the emotion, the stress. Like I started feeling pain on my temples. That music was there. And with the second one, suddenly the track changed, and I was feeling like, yeah, everything is harmony, everything is all good.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. So yeah, great observations on what happened. Basically, so many say that in the beginning part, they feel like the breath was like stuck somewhere, contracted, and you're holding your breath, and suddenly when the music changes, you're like taking a breath, like a sigh of relief, and it calms you down. It calms your breath. So you can see how in just a 30-second, the music is impacting you, your emotional states. In the beginning, we say that, it was stressful. It actually reminded you, like for Pinky, it reminded her of the day before, which is the day which was stressful. And the second part was affecting emotionally, calming your nervous system down and letting you know, okay, it's going to be okay. So you can see how drastically music is affecting us. In just 30 seconds, it has such an impact. And also it is emotional. This is two things it tells you. It also talks about the emotions, how emotions impact you. So when you're feeling chaos in the first half, when you're feeling your chaos, you don't know what's happening around you. You're like still trying to figure out, your mind is trying to figure out everything with the music. And it's like stress when your mind can't figure out everything. But suddenly when the music changed, when you're breathing and you calm yourself down, you're like, okay, everything is okay, and suddenly you're kind of okay, it's okay, life is moving, everything is happening. So how your emotions are impacting and how the music is impacting your emotions. So these are the two interesting things we understand in just 30 seconds of this music. Pretty interesting. So the macroscopic and the microscopic universe. See, the most fundamental form of vibration in the creation of universe is sound. And sound is vibration and vibration is energy. So it is said that first see, when we talk about the source from where we all came from, and we are all going back, it is the same one source. There are no two different sources, one source where we all have come. We all will go back, whether you are a meditator or a non-meditator, whether you are a rapist or a murderer or a monk, we all will go back to the same source. And this source, so one from the source comes the sound, the dhwani. Okay, from the source comes the dhwani, the sound. The sound creates vibration, that is geometry, sacred geometry, and the sacred geometry creates the matter, physical matter that we are seeing, we are sensing. So but first that is why sound is a higher vibration. That is why we talk about sounds, chantings, and all this come into play. Sound is vibration and vibration is energy. In the beginning, in the Bible, we say that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. That I am that I am. This is the most powerful, these are the most powerful words in the English language. I am that I am. Anytime I say I am happy, I am a mother, I am an Australian, I am an Indian. When we say this, we are claiming it. We are claiming that power. We are saying that we are that, we become that. So this is like I am that I am. That is the words of the God. And in Bhagavad Gita, it states that the universal energy or God is the sound of Om. It is the creation itself, Om. So Om has such high, it is a very high vibrational word, and that is why it is used by all the teachers, by all the scriptures. So the harmonic sounds of structures. Now I'm going to be sharing another book, the harmonic sounds of the harmonic frequencies of sounds and music. I think the book I shared yesterday, so the admins will share with you guys. Wonderful book written by J. Emmanuel, and we did with Father, with Patriji, we did a interview also with him. So must watch. Please watch that. I've shared both the links. The great temples of the world. the buildings, the pyramids, the churches, they were not just built, they're not just rocks and structures. Even the rocks in nature produce specific sound patterns that resonate with the sounds generated by our biological systems. So Kularatnam sir said yesterday, the first day that he went to Bosnia pyramids, and he experienced a lot of miraculous stuff, and a lot of people experience healing over there. Why? Because these structures, or even temples, when people go to temples or churches, or specific structures they go, they sense a feeling of peace, or like my father-in-law, he's a Jain, so when he goes to Derasar, a Jain temple, he says that I just don't know why, as soon as I enter, I feel a sense of happiness. And now how can you explain that? What is that? It is not just you're feeling it, you're sensing it. That means there must be something. So it is that the angles that these structures have been built create a specific frequencies, and frequencies, every frequency has sound is frequency, and it is energy. It is all the same thing. And in future we'll talk more about that energy. I don't think we have the topic etheric architecture. I'll see if we can squeeze it. It's a wonderful topic to understand about energy and prana. But everything is energy. Energy is frequency. Energy has both information, light, and energy are the same things. Information, light, and energy are the same thing. So this is another interesting thing. Now, see, we have a human hearing range. Okay. It is measured. Now we are talking little science here. Stay with me, don't go away. We hear, it is measured through decibels. Okay. And our human range is 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. That is the range in between we can hear. Now, does that mean if there is any sound below 20 hertz or about 20 k hertz, that means it doesn't exist because we can't hear it? No, that means sounds exist, but we just can't hear it because human range is only so much, 20 hertz to 20 k hertz. This is where human stays, but there are so many other frequencies, ultrasonic frequencies, infrared, microwave, so many other frequencies that we just can't hear them. But there are animals that can hear them, that can make sounds in those frequencies. For example, bats, dolphins. Dolphins have here you have dolphins can hear from 75 hertz to 150 kilohertz. Such high ranges of frequencies. And they also speak through sound waves in the water. Okay, that's how they communicate. Dolphins communicate through sound waves. And the way they do is they make whistles. They make whistles and they communicate. Did you know dolphin sounds actually cure tumors within human bodies? Dolphin sounds are very, very healing. So if you meditate with a dolphin music, go to YouTube and play dolphin music or a whale music, they actually heal any kind of tumors within you. In the same way, like a bird frequencies 1 kilohertz to 4 kilohertz. The bird chirping, what do they help? They help the vegetation to grow, to happen. So everything is connected. We are in an ecosystem. That means we are all interconnected. All the sounds are created for sustaining for this ecosystem, that everything is interdependent. We all grow together. So cricket sound, bird sound affect our brain frequencies. They calm our stress centers. That's why when we sit in a nature, listen to birds chirping, it is automatically a therapy for us. But how much are we spending in nature? How much are we giving time to listen to the natures of to the sounds of the nature? And since we are not doing it, what are we doing? We are going to a therapy. We are coming to meditation classes to manage our stress, or we are going for counseling, having pills, insomnia pills, or stress pills, headache pills, shoulder pain pills. So many things are happening right now because we are not spending time with nature. We are not listening to those sounds. So how interesting it is to just see how these sounds are there. We just can't hear them. But these sounds, because of their frequencies, they affect our organs, our in biological system because of the resonance. Now the theory, let's see if you have time to explain how that affects. Now, brain frequencies, okay, we all have brain frequencies, and it is measured as well with with EEG. So we measure that, and the sounds are composed of different frequencies. So there are it is measured by hertz. There are five different brain frequencies that we have: gamma, beta, alpha, theta, and delta. Okay, delta, right now we are in delta. Sorry, right now we are in beta. There are three different types of beta: low, mid, and high. Low is, you're sitting in an office, like a waiting room, maybe in a doctor's office or somewhere. You're just browsing through some magazine. You're just trying to listen, if you're being called, that is called low beta. You're just not too much focusing on anything. Mid beta is right now you're trying to listen to what I'm saying. You're focusing on what the message is. That is mid beta. High beta is like how Pinky's day has gone through today. Stressful. You're trying to focus. You're getting through your deadlines. Things are happening. You're extremely in high pressure. That is high beta. That is our everyday mundane life. Between these, gamma is low frequencies, 25 to 100 high frequencies, 25 to 100 hertz, where these frequencies are found in extreme. They are like monks, like geniuses, maybe Albert Einstein or Dalai Lama or people like this, have these frequencies, gamma frequencies, very high frequencies, high performance thinking, creativity, all of this happens in there. Alpha is 8 to 12 hertz, where this is a time where you're in a very imaginative state. Your conscious and subconscious has thinned, the veil has been thinned. This is a stage where you're very creative. You're in the zen like stage. You're if you're enjoying your cooking, you're dancing, being in the nature, painting, you're in the state. This is like, people also say, music is my meditation, because they are in this alpha state. Theta state is 4 to 7 hertz. This is a state actually used by hypnotherapists, where they will take you to hypnotize you. Theta wavelength. This is a stage where the veil between subconscious and conscious is very, very thin. So you're entering into your subconscious mind. This is a time where you're in trance. Say, for example, you're just waking up from sleep. Like today, I was 4 o'clock, I put the alarm, and then I was waking up, and I got up, and I'm like, okay, where am I? What am I doing? So it's like in the trance, just when you wake up. This is the theta wavelength. And delta is completely subconscious. It is complete, you just don't know what's happening. That is delta, up to 4 hertz. 0 to 2 age babies stay in delta wavelength. The brain wavelength is delta. So they are in complete subconscious. Their subconscious mind is extremely active. So that's why we say, right, the babies listen to when they are in the womb itself. We talk to our babies, and babies listen, because babies are in their subconscious mind in delta wavelength. So everything you say is going straight into their head. If you haven't seen the movie Inside Out, that is your homework. Please watch the movie Inside Out. It tells you, watch with your children also. It tells you about how that core centers are formed and how that core centers get activated, your subconscious mind core centers. So 0 to 2 age, delta wavelength. We think the baby is sleeping, the baby can't listen anything, but everything you speak, it is becoming a program within the baby's subconscious mind. Theta wavelength, the age 2 to 5, 2 to 7 of children, they are in theta wavelength. Again, very thin veil between subconscious mind and conscious mind. The words are affecting. So if I say, For example, this is an example I always take. So if you have been in my classes, you'll know what I'm talking. My firstborn son was probably 3 or 4 years old at that time. I was in Maryland, and my husband's relatives have come from India. Okay. And I had a daughter also who was 1 or 2 years old at that time. So this, he's an old guy. He was an old guy, and typical mindset. And then he was like, my son was suddenly somehow crying. And then he looks at my son and says, "Beta, don't cry. लड़कियों की तरह रोना नहीं है, लड़कियों की तरह रोना नहीं है." That means you don't cry like girls. So when I heard that, oh my God, every word that they're saying, he's 3 years, 4 years old, that means it is going into subconscious mind. These are the sentences that have been told to us. When we grow up as a man, you will be embarrassed to cry because thinking that affects your manhood. These are the core programs that get installed within our subconscious mind that affect even when as we grow up. Money doesn't grow on trees. All these conversations that were happened when we were a child are going straight into our head. So, or girls should not do this. These are the statements that we keep saying are entering. And also, interestingly, now I'm going to say something interesting. Theta wavelength, 4 to 7 hertz. This is the same wavelength that we go into sleep in our REM cycle. Okay. REM cycle, if you know more about it. This is where we actually heal our body in sleep, our emotional body and physical body. Interestingly, when we meditate, we go into theta wavelength. Okay. And that is how, because when you go into the theta wavelength, you forget where you are, you forget the time, you forget your body, the environment. And that is when healing happens. And interestingly, Earth has, let me see if I have, interesting fact. Even Earth is electrical. We are electrical beings, by the way. And the law of physics says wherever there is electricity, there is magnetism. So we are electromagnetic beings. So is the Earth electromagnetic. And it is measured in frequencies as 7.83 hertz, which is called the Schumann resonance. Okay. 7.383 hertz is the alpha theta wavelength, brainwave frequencies. That is where, we are relaxed, dreamy, sleepy state. This is the exact state where we get into meditation. So we are actually in alignment with Earth's frequencies. That is how the healing happens. Now we know why meditation can heal you. It's because it takes you into the theta wavelength, which is in alignment, which grounds you, which alignment with the Earth, and all the healing, all the physical healing with intention can happen. Very interesting, research. Now, I'll just take 2 minutes to explain you, let's see, 5 or 6. Okay. The principle of resonance. Okay. How does healing happen? How does it happen? With frequencies. So basically, this is called the law of entrainment. This is a physics law. You may have learned it in science. I'll just remind you this, refresh your memory. If you put a tuning fork, okay, take a tuning fork, 2 tuning forks, put it in a hollow wooden box. Okay. Similar frequencies, or 1 octave above or 1 octave below. Like, for example, 528 hertz is said to be for heart frequencies, the love frequencies, frequency of love. So you take it, or you take a similar frequency. It is said that our heart, also has the, heart is symbolic for love. So for example, if I take that frequency, or 1 octave below, maybe 500 frequency, or octave above, just if you know the musical notes, if I hit this tuning fork, okay, I vibrate it, and I just leave it in time, and the other tuning fork also will start vibrating without me hitting it in time. So these frequencies travel and make the other tuning fork vibrate. This is called law of entrainment. For example, you have, the grandfather clocks, the long clocks, the olden clocks that we see. If you take those clocks and, like, say 20, 30 of them, you put them in a room together, okay? they all have different rhythms. They are not in the same rhythm. You put them in a room, you lock them, you go on a vacation for 2-3 months, and you come back and you see that all the clocks are in sync. This is called law of entrainment. Women, we see this. Women, if you're in a hostel or staying with other women, in time the women's periods get synced. All the women have the periods at the same time if they are in the same living together. You may have noticed this when you were in hostels or something. This is again law of entrainment. So this is a part of nature, law of entrainment. When we are that, why do we seek to be with gurus, teachers? Why? Because when we are in the presence of their energy, we get entrained with their energy, with their frequencies. Whenever we are with higher frequencies, the lower frequencies get in time, not immediately, in time gets entrained to match to the higher frequencies. So in the same way, our body has information. So my heart has certain information on how it should function. Now, because of our own belief systems, our own thoughts, our own frequencies, this information gets corrupted and illnesses form. Okay, illnesses, diseases form. So when we bring a frequency of health, of information, of higher frequencies, and when we bring into our aura or energy field, it will entrain the frequency of my heart. Okay, if I bring, say, I said 528 hertz, if I bring in continuously, if I listen to it, my brain frequencies get entrained and the information is reprogrammed. That is how the music therapy works. That's how it works. So that is the science behind it. Now, Patriji's flute music. Tomorrow, let's play Patriji music. I will give you the music links for meditation. And many have expressed experiences of healing with that music. Brain entrainment is happening, lots of feelings of ecstasy, healing, heightened meditational experiences. It is a very high pitch music. If you have never meditated with the flute music, it is going to be a very different experience, but attempt it tomorrow. Tomorrow's meditation will be with that. Many have experienced easily attaining thought-free states. So many experiences with this. So we're going to try that tomorrow with Anapanasati. And again, so many experiences here. This is the first time meditating, and I'm able to tune in with the notes, and I'm seeing triangle in meditation. I'm unable to enter. I'm into thought-free state, but when I play flute music, I can meditate without any thoughts. The third one is pretty interesting. Whenever my baby cries, I put Patriji flute music. Immediately, baby goes into sleep. I mean, this is definitely, every mother would want this. So there's so many experiences. So try this tomorrow and see how it affects you. And I want to show something else also, because we are in the topic of music. Hang on 1 second. Okay, so I'm sharing this. Okay. Okay, you can see this, right? Okay, I have to share the music also. Okay, what I'm going to show you is how music frequencies affect. Okay, very interesting. Now, just see this music and I'll talk about it. So basically what we are doing is they have connected a plate with electricity, a voltage, and they put sand on it, and they connect and they put frequencies to it. And as the frequency changes and it goes higher and higher, the sand also takes different shapes. So very interesting. This is called semantics.
The first experiment for the cymatics music video is called a Chladni plate. Now, Chladni plate's basically a metal plate attached to the top of a speaker. There's sand on top of the plate, and you play different tones through the speaker. The plate vibrates, which forms different shapes depending on the frequency of the sound.
Well, we blew up a lot of speakers with the Chladni plate. So there was a lot of experimenting around the Chladni plate, primarily looking at how much volume we can put through there, how much sand to actually put on the plate, and the different shapes of plates and what different patterns would be created because of those shapes. But what we were really testing was what frequencies create the most interesting repeatable patterns, because that was a key point. So we ended up playing pretty much every audio frequency through the plate to see what different shapes it would form.
And for most frequencies, it doesn't really do much, but when it hits a frequency that resonates with the plate, it forms a really nice pure shape. So we found out what those tones were, and those were the tones we used to draw the plate in the video.
And this is water. Even in water, you can see how the vibration takes place. So now, talking about water, I'm going to introduce you to, you can see my screen, right? Emoto Masaru. He's a scientist from Japan, and he has studied water consciousness. Okay. So what he has done is, he's a pioneer in the study of water. His work demonstrated that the water is shaped by environment, thoughts, and emotions. Very important point. Water is shaped by environment, thoughts, and emotions. Okay. So what he does is he also wrote the book, The Hidden Messages of Water in Water. He takes water and he crystallizes water, and he exposes this water into different words, different music, different words, different speech. And then he sees that in telescope, and he sees what kind of shape it has taken, that crystallized water. So you can see when the water is exposed to the words love and gratitude, and the other one is you disgust me. Okay, how the water has changed itself. And love and gratitude, how the water has turned into a beautiful crystal, sacred geometry. Eternal, this is the geometry it has taken. Peace geometry. This is evil and thank you. When you say thank you to the water, how it changes. So how the words, how the sound is impacting the water itself. Amazing study. This is water crystal before Buddhist prayer. Okay, this is before, and the same water after a Buddhist prayer, it has turned into this without doing anything, purification, the same water. So that now, you know this, we call holy water or tirtham when we go to a temple. How does it suddenly, it is a normal tap water, how does it suddenly become holy water? Is because of the chants that is exposed to the water. So it becomes holy water. And we can create holy water too. So how music affects water? You can read this. This is a website you can go to, the wellnessenterprise.com. Again, symphony, Mozart, and heavy metal. How heavy metal, rap music, all these music that we hear affect us, affect our consciousness. Clearly, he has shown how it disempowers us, the music that we have. So how water is crystallized, and also Okay. And also there are how the words. So we are comprised of more than 70% water. The words we use for ourselves, what kind of words are we using? Are we continuously, oh no, Pari, you're stupid, you don't know anything, why did you speak like that, you shouldn't have said that? Self-sabotaging, how we continuously self-sabotage ourselves, the words, how it is affecting our confidence, our own thoughts, our own belief systems. So it's a great way of showing, I just wanted to show how water is affecting us, and how music is affecting us in terms of our own frequencies, our own vibrations. So this is today talking about how music, meditation, and other interesting part which I want to say is we talked about the healing functions of music. Did you know that music is also used to torture people? In prisons, there are many inmates, examples, they share the experiences. If you are, if you ever had a chance to, you can listen to them saying that they play to torture them, they play continuous high pitch Eminem music. You know the guy Eminem, he's a singer and he does rap. That music is played continuously in high pitch to torture them, their brain damage. Frequencies, government uses infrared frequencies underground to mind control you. It is also as a war, it's a weapon used in war to control the minds of people. So music is also used for destruction. And Hitler, to enslave minds, because if you want to rule, first thing is you have to take control of the minds. First thing is, two things he has done. Interesting. He mixed fluoride into water, into everyday water, drinking water. Fluoride decalcifies your pineal gland. Okay, your third eye will be shut. When your third eye is shut, you can't ask questions. You'll become a slave. You will follow whatever is told to you. The second thing what he did was he changed the bass frequency of the music from 440 hertz to 430 hertz of the violin, of all this bass music. Again, when you change the frequency, it affects your mind. So all of these are being used in the wars to torture, to destruct. So music can be used for construction. Music can also be used for destruction. That is the power of music. That is why we should be very careful of what we are listening, what our children are listening, what kind of music are they listening, what kind of movies, what kind of words. Now in the movies, you see profanity is very common. Like with my children, I don't know what if I on Netflix, I don't know what to watch, because there is profanity in every, no, even in a normal show also, because now it has become so common. So those words have lower frequencies. So when we are listening to that continuously, our frequency is lower too. So it is important what kind of music to listen, what kind of videos to watch. So I would say listening to PMC, Pyramid Meditation Channel, high information, empowered information. When you listen to it when you listen to continuous empowered information, you become empowered. Coming to these classes empowers you. So all this information, what we hear, the words, the music, everything is affecting your frequencies. So music is one of the most important thing that we should be aware of and conscious in our everyday life. So thank you so much, guys, for this class. If you have any questions or anything you want to share or add to today's class, please feel free to do so. Yes, Shivani.
Thank you for a wonderful session, ma'am. And yesterday you mentioned that today we are going to discuss about music meditation, and I have this question since yesterday. Once I was promoting Anapanasati to one of my friends, and I was telling that I do meditation with music, and they sort of passed on the negative comment is like, I do not think it's a good idea, because if for some reason somewhere you are unable to play a music, that means you won't be able to do a meditation. So how to answer that question?
Well, I would say first thing is your friends are absolutely correct. Their concern is very right. See, meditation is meant to be done with music or without music.
Yep.
We should be, in fact, in this 21 days, we'll do, Kanchan, we will have a session with no music. Okay? Nothing will be played. So you're absolutely right, Shivani. We should be able to do meditation anywhere and anytime. In a train, in a bus, with a baby crying, war happening next to us. Anywhere we should be able to meditate. We should not be dependent on anything. Music should be just used if we want to, but first thing is we should not be dependent on any guidance. Nobody should be there to lead you into meditation or get you out of into meditation.
Yep.
You should be able to meditate anywhere on at will. So you're absolutely right, Shivani. Tell your friends their concerns are right, but you, in this meditation, you will train yourself to meditate anywhere with any music.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Shivani. Yes, Payal, please unmute.
Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am, for the lovely session, first of all. Yeah. And ma'am, I have a question, that I cannot put same music daily. And for good 3 months, I was, my mind wanted guided meditation. Now it doesn't want guided meditation because, I feel I have my own questions and answers. So I sit with the music on. But there are days, I cannot sit with the same music. Like I just questioned. Sometimes I want hang drum, sometimes I want Zen music. And the days when I am full of joy, so I connect with the flute music. So, and I also do karm yoga meditation. When I'm working, when I'm at workplace also, I don't put any music. With my eyes open, if I have to listen to someone, I can meditate. But my question is, do we have to use same music as therapy?
You don't have to do anything. There is no have to's here, first of all.
Okay.
You can, if you don't like this music, listen to another music. If you don't like that, listen to other music. It is all up to you. It is your choice. And for therapy, for example, now, if you talk from a standpoint of therapy, that is a whole different case. Now we are talking for meditation. Like, for example, for me, when I'm meditating, I don't put any music. I prefer meditating in silence. But when I want specific frequencies for me, then I choose specific, kind of music. So it is totally up to you what music you want. And and also use music which has no words.
Yeah.
No, that is why we say no chantings, because again, as I said, when you have a chant, it has a specific meaning, and we tend to connect to that frequencies. In meditation, we are going directly to the source. We are going beyond dhwani. After a time, music is just to enter into that meditation. We don't stick with the music. This is called mindfulness meditation, like how we use breath to get into meditation, and after a while you'll forget the breath. You don't even know if you're breathing or not. In the same way, you'll forget the music. You won't even know if there is music or not. So it is just a means to get into meditation, and afterwards you'll forget it. So for beginners, music can be used, but if you're advanced, then you don't need music. You don't need anything. You don't need any guidance. So yeah, Payal, for your question, any music is okay.
All right, ma'am. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes, Wrinkle.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, I just wanted to ask you about, I get so many guidance and in my dreams. So is there any book for the dreams? I shared one of the dream with yourself in the message, but then I deleted because of my handwriting, and I thought that was just the point, since I was in a hotel room and I just used their notepad. So it was just a brief, and then I thought that I'll just share the experience. in which on the first day of this Reinvent Yourself program, the night I got the dream that you are in the dream, you are saying that your top body doesn't work sometimes, and I said yes, sometimes I don't feel like doing anything, like no household, no office work, nothing, just be myself, no looking after anybody in my family. So that was the dream, and after that I could see some sort of like really high energies, like in your eyes, and really like, and then I got the message like, be in the present moment, in acceptance, and go with the flow. And there is a greater purpose, uh, that I'm connected to PSSM and yourself. I don't know, that was just in the dream message. And then today morning, when I woke up, straight after I woke up, I had message of two things, like two words, mistake body. So I really don't know how to decode these messages or the dreams. And it was, both of them were about the body. First, I thought that maybe the first dream was about emotional body, or any of the seven bodies. So I really don't know how to explain the dream. I can't decode it. And then yesterday you said that we have to wait for until it gets unfold.
Yes, yes, yes. Again, yes, as I mentioned yesterday, everything will be unfolded to you. Everything will be revealed to you in time. See, you see, even in meditation, there's a big picture. Okay, in today's experience, you'll see a leg, you'll see a hand, you'll see a face, and you're like, okay, I don't know what this is, but as you zoom out, as you see more and more, the whole picture will be revealed to you what it is. So we just need some patience and ask questions in your meditation. Whenever you see a message, whenever you get a message, ask questions. What is this message? What is it meant for me? You will receive answers. If you don't ask questions, you won't get answers. If you don't ask questions, so ask questions to your guides, to your masters, whoever is communicating with you, and you will get it. So there is for dreaming, I mean, I could say there's a wonderful book called um the Art of Dreaming by Carlos Castaneda. That was my first book I read on dreaming. There are a lot of other books also on lucid dreaming, but this is a book that I read when I was very young. I was in school actually when I read this, and I was practicing what he taught in that. And it is basically how you become aware in your dreams and learn everything. Interesting book. I share this in my experience. I learned how to drive a car. I learned how to swim. I used to study for my exams in my dreams. And because I've learned how to do that, the art of dreaming. So you can do so many things in your dreams. It's very powerful technique. But again, there's also something called lucid dreaming. We are not doing that topic in this 21 days. That is an advanced topic. So Wrinkle, you gotta wait for the next workshop for that topic. So yeah. So thank you, Wrinkle. And anyone else? I'm just reading the messages here. You said that thyroid can be cured by leaving milk. I didn't say thyroid can be cured. It cured for me. Again, there's a lot of different things. That's what it happens. Can we again start taking this, or we have to? I avoid it. See, when you go back to the milk, it will again trigger at that point. For me, I don't take dairy products anymore. Maybe sometimes, occasionally, if I don't get anything, maybe I take it, but otherwise I don't regularly. So something that you must experiment with yourself, with your body. Every body is different. It's not just the food, it is also your thoughts, belief systems. Again, as I mentioned, there's a book I shared with our admins yesterday. Please share that book on thyroid. Wonderful book. Read books more about it, then you'll understand. And And tomorrow, we will have Radhika joining in from Delhi to talk about thinking patterns, the different thinking patterns. She is an amazing speaker, an amazing master. She will be here tomorrow sharing. So tomorrow and day after. Day after is about healthy boundaries. So we have that session coming up. So 2 sessions will be on that, and then I will come back. Okay. So I am excited for tomorrow because it's going to be an amazing super session. And healthy boundaries, I'll be here also. I'll be the participant listening with you all. So yeah, any questions you have, send it out to the admins and I will answer. Until Radhika is here. Radhika, can you please unmute and say hello to everyone so I can introduce you?
Yes, in just a moment.
Yes.
Hi,
Yes. So this is Radhika from Delhi. Radhika, please introduce yourself.
yeah, hi. Thank you, Pari. Hello, everyone. It's so good to be here. First of all, congratulations to everyone for beginning this new journey. For me, Reinvent has been very, very close to my heart because when we started it for the first time, I saw myself and a lot of other people who joined it transform. For the first time, also I joined as a facilitator, but I also learned from each one of the participants who were there. And I really know that even this time, all of you who are going to be here after 21 days, you will not be able to recognize yourself. And as for me, I am based out of India. I live in Delhi. I've been working with Pari for last 3-4 years now. We started working together in 2020. She magically happened to me, and there has been no looking back. And as for PSSM, I've been with PSSM since 2015. So there has been long time that I've been exploring this side of my life, and I would just call myself as Sir would call every one of us as spiritual scientists who are here to learn, co-create, and dive in deep together through different mediums. Whatever comes our way, we just learn and we go forward. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you for having me here, Paridi, and everyone else.
Thank you, Radhika. Radhika is an intuitive coach, a medium, a psychic, a lot of things. She studied philosophy, and she's a writer. So all the PSSM global content and even the website, please visit the website pssmglobal.org. You will see her beautiful writing, very, very, you know, in alignment with what we do and who we are. So definitely check that out. And also October 7th, 8th, we are doing here in US the first DMC Mega Meditation Summit and Dhyana Mahachakram in USA. The first time we are doing. And I would love to see DMC happening in Australia also pretty soon. Next year it should happen, and all the masters around the world should come to Australia, and all you are all have to take this forward to create that event. It all started with saying, okay, we'll have an event for 100 people or 200 people, but today 1,000 people are coming to that event. Registrations, 1,000 registrations. Initially they said, okay, we'll have maybe vendor tables, food will be expensive to put, and today Annadana, food is free. We are giving food for free for 1,000 people for 2 days. So miraculous thinking, with miraculous thinking, miracles happen. And tomorrow Radhika will share about that, about our thinking patterns and how it can happen. So with this intention of how we change the consciousness of Australia, it has already begun. The shift has already begun in Australia, and with you leading that movement, leading that consciousness, miracles will happen. And I'm so looking forward to see that with each and every one of you, how you will transform the millions of lives around you. because your light will shine through brighter and brighter and brighter every time you come back to your breath in your meditation. So thank you guys. I will see you in 2 days, and Radhika will take over the next 2 days. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Good night.